Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good story time. It's me, Stone Whisperer, and today we're back, episode 2 of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Now, we left part 1 with a decision to make. Investigate some raucous singing behind a door, or to move further up a passageway. You guys and girls voted, and we're going to investigate. So let's begin. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner. In the centre of the room is a wooden table, upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small creatures with warty skin. Dressed in leather armour. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very, very drunk. You may either draw your sword and leap forward at them, or slam the door quickly and run up the passageway. I'm intrigued about that box. We found one earlier on, so maybe we should draw our sword now we've disturbed them and attack. 2 drunken orcs now face are obviously startled at your entrance, and as quickly as they're able, they fumble around for the weapons. You must attack each one in turn. So we get an advantage in this battle because they're drunk. So, again, we will assume we win, and we take out the 2 orcs in quick fashion. You wipe your bloodied sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy trail on the straw. Stepping over the bodies towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name Farago DiMaggio is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. If you wish to open the box, turn to 296. If you decide to leave it behind and leave the room, turn to 42. Well, I'm intrigued. How about you? We open the box. The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language, and so is probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be as loosely guarded as it was. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Farago DiMaggio. In it, he tells the story of his life's work, the creation of a dragonfire spell, with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Farago finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked it in a chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands. The last page reads, "And so you, who now hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it. Unless you use the spell for a purpose for which it was intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself, and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire should you raise your arms and say, Ekal Erif, Ekam Erif, 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 DiMaggio." You say these words slowly and softly. Suddenly, the pages seem to glow, and as this glow disappears, so do the words on the pages of a book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it, and leave the room. So best take a note of that. We eventually arrive at the end of a passageway as we leave the room with the drunken orcs. At a freeway junction, you may either turn to the west or to the east. I always tend to go east, so let's go through. You arrive at another junction in the passage. You may either go northwards or continue eastwards. Let's continue east. The passage ends at a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listening at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clatter of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there are several of them. Do you want to go through the door or turn back? Let's go through the door. You open the door into a large room which can only be the dining room of the same warty-faced creatures you now recognise. Sitting round a large table are 5 orcs busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. All are involved in a rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldron. They do not see you enter. You may be bold and prepare to attack them, or you may not relish the prospect of taking on 5 of those creatures and try to escape. I do not wish to anger 5 orcs, so let's get out before they notice us. You move swiftly down the passage and arrive back at the junction, turning northwards this time. You see a well-used door on the right-hand east side of the passageway. With your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming from help inside. Will we open the door or walk on? I do not wish to anger those who may be inflicting the pain on that poor person. You don't become a hero by making things stupid on yourself. So I think we best move on. Further up a passage, you can see a door in the east wall. You listen hard, but can hear no sound. Do you want to open the door to investigate, or walk further up the passage? Let's have a quick look behind this door. The door is firmly locked. You may try to force it open, or you may continue along the corridor. I don't fancy trying to break that door open. It could break us. It could also cause our complete racket and attract unwanted attention. So let's move on for now. On the east wall of the passage, you see another door, this time made of solid metal. Listening at the door, you hear the sounds of tortured screams coming from within. Do we wish to open the door, or ignore it and continue up the corridor? I'm going to ignore it. Again, I don't want to attract unwanted attentions. You arrive at the end of a passage where it meets another going east to west. But an iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. On the wall to your right are two levers, and it seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. Do you wish to pull the right lever or the left lever? And then I'll leave it up to you. We stand in front of a portcullis. A lever on the right side and the lever on the left side. Which one should we use? Again, pop your answers in the comments, send a message on Twitter or email, and whichever one gets the most votes, I'll be doing that. In the meantime, happy adventuring. Bye bye.